Welcome to Motorcycle Test Kitchen, which in this case you can see is we're not in a kitchen. We're in the shop over here at Gridlock Motors, and this is where I do a lot of the work on my bikes, mostly because I can get help from George, who is off camera. Say hi, George.
Hello.
And George has given us a crappy old tire. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a picture right here to show you how crappy this tire was. It is, as I like to say, a guy who got 4,000 miles out of a 3,900 mile tire. Just frightening, isn't it? Anyways, we're going to test out this new Rocky Creek design Motopressor puncture tool, puncture repair tool. And we're going to see how, because their video, it looks really easy to use. But I've never used this tool before. I've only done a handful of tire puncture repairs. So I'm coming in fresh and clean to use this tool for the very first time. Okay, so here is the brand new Rocky Creek Designs Motopressor puncture tool. And as you can see, it comes in a handy dandy little case here. And it's one of these multi-tool type deals. Very compact, very cool looking. I'm not sure which way is up on the R. That's up on the R. So it's very compact. It's got all the tools you need in it to do a tire to get your tire plugged. There's the pliers to pull out the offending thing that's made the puncture. Then you have a reamer to clean up the hole. And it closes just like a lock blade knife. And then on the back is your plugger, fitter, inner, pusher thingy. And you notice that unlike a lot of these, this one is complete. There's no gap. It's not a hook. It's like a needle eye. And I'll explain why that is as we go along. Now, the cool thing about this is it's all in one, and it's got a detachable razor knife that I have now lost the plastic cover for somewhere, and that's just the way it goes. But the only hitch is you do have to remember to open the reamer to get the razor knife on and off, because it won't go. If you have it on there, then you can't get it out. It locks it in place, which is nice for safety. It's relatively light. This is a lot of stuff all in one, right? So I'd say it weighs maybe a pound total, and it's got this cool case that comes with it. And the plug ropes fit right in the back of this. And you can hook it on a belt, although I won't be hooking it on my belt. And it just all fits together in one spot. So there you go. Okay, so we're going to start by putting a hole in the tire. We're going to do that with a drill and a Sharpie screw. Just want to make sure we got a nice. Okay, so now we got the tool. We're gonna get to work. You have to open. You don't have to open it all the way, but you do have to open the reamer to get the knife off. So don't forget that. That's the only kind of little quirk about this tool. And then we're gonna get the screw out. Now, because it is a screw, if you had a screwdriver, you could do with a screwdriver. So we're gonna see, first we're gonna see if we can just pull it. But since it's a screw, we're gonna turn it. And it fits under there pretty good. There it goes. Oh, and here comes all our air. Now we're going to close the pliers, pull out the reamer, and we're going to make a nice clean hole. Oh, A little bit bigger hole, but that worked really easily. So now we're going to pull out the insertion tool. Remember, that's not a hook. We're going to get a rope of goo. Oh, they're sticky. So it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can buy extra ones from Rocky Creek Designs. Now, you'll notice that I'm not putting any adhesive on them because these have the adhesive kind of built into them. So you don't need extra adhesive. And they are gross and sticky, as you might imagine. All right. So now we're going to put that in the insertion tool. Goes in pretty easy, all the way in to the bend in the middle. All right, so what we're going to do is push it all the way in and then pull it halfway out so that it fills in the hole completely. So I'm going to push it out. Got cut my hand up a little bit with the all the way in. That is all the way in. And then we're going to pull it halfway out. Now's when we need the knife. I'm going to cut that. We're going to let that sit for a minute. Now, since this is not mission critical because we're not riding this tire, but then you just take the knife, you trim off the rope below the edge of the tread, and bing, bang, boom, you got a plug in your tire. You get a nice close-up flash picture of that. And it left my tool a little dirty. Nobody likes a dirty tool, so we're going to clean the tool a little bit. It's the adhesive on the rope that does it. So you want it to be nice and sticky to start with. Now, ideally, you would let this set up for a couple hours before you start riding on it. And everybody always says once you plug a tire, you need to replace the tire as soon as possible. That, of course, is entirely up to you. But let's do it again. Ready? And go. Pliers.
You gonna take a vacation this year?
George doesn't take vacations. Vacations kill him. He took a vacation once. They had to close Austria. Oh, the old shop is like Vegas now. Whatever happened in the old shop stayed in the old shop. There it comes. Okay, got it out. So we're just over a minute in. Next is Reamer. And yeah, it's a lot harder to do this on a flat tire. Not that I didn't believe George when he told me that, but. All right. Next is Insertion Tool. And we need a rope. into the tool. Into the hole. Oh, I can feel the hit the rim down there. And then back out part way. Get the knife. Trim. So that was 2.5 minutes. Not bad. That was 2 quick plugs done with the Rocky Creek Motopressor Puncture Repair Tool. Here you can see it all broken out with all the different things. It's 4 tools in one. You got pliers, you got the Reamer, you got the Insertion Tool, and you got the trimming knife. And there is, as I discovered when I looked back in the container, there's a little instruction sheet that comes with it. And the instructions are very clear, and they even actually note that you have to have the Reamer deployed to get the knife in and out of the tool. I should probably close the knife. It looks like a good way to end up with stitches and a visit to the hospital. So then it all goes back together very easily, and whoops, goes back together very easily. You close that up, goes in the case. The instructions go inside the little set of ropes, and the ropes tuck in the back, and you got a nice compact tool. I definitely give this 2 enthusiastic thumbs up. This is a great tool, compact, easy to toss in your side case, super easy to use. It works exactly like Rocky Creek's Designs says it will, and I encourage you to pick one of these up. Now, if you're impatient and you don't want to wait to get one, you can go over to the website for my podcast, Chasing the Horizon, and you can sign up for the mailing list for Chasing the Horizon, which makes you eligible to win one of these tools. Rocky Creek Design sent me 2. I'm going to keep one. This is mine. I will love it and hug it and call it George. And the other one, still in the packaging, I didn't even open it up, could be yours. So go sign up for the mailing list and find out how you could get one of these before they become widespread in the United States. They're made by Rocky Creek Designs, is an Australian company, so they're importing them into the US. Unfortunately, I don't know who, or I would give them a plug right here. So I'll try to find that out before I post this, and then I can put the link down below. So once again, Rocky Creek Designs, Motopressor, tire puncture repair tool, works as advertised, super easy. I went from screw in the tire to plug in the tire and trimmed in 2.5 minutes, and I'd never used this tool before this video. So subscribe, like, share, hang out. This is Motorcycle Test Kitchen. We'll see you again soon.